Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Hello, Joe. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. My goodness, I need a vacation after today. It's been a rough day. Hey, Blue Sneaker, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Geo, you know a sequencer. Is there any way in a blueprint to get the current frame of a sequence that is playing in editor? I know I'm asking for the moon there, but I'm curious. Is it possible? Welcome in, Zebra. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. It's been a day. Unfortunately, it's been a day. Oh, hold on. Not aware how to do it. I couldn't find anything anywhere. But I just wanted to find out if. What? Gotta just reply. Well, something. So. Guys, back. Hey, Patrol, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You took the boat out today solo? Nice. Wait, have you not been solo this time? I assumed you were just solo. There's a sequence player node in Blueprints? Yeah, but it's not quite what I wanted. You wish you knew more to share knowledge? That's okay. What I'm asking for is very complicated. Basically, I was looking into if there's any way to get the current frame of a sequence to basically set the position of a blueprint sequence based on where it is in the playhead of the actual sequence. If you have a full blueprint setup. But that's not important. Today's been a thing. So yesterday I got the treadmill, which you might notice right over here. That is the treadmill. Now, size is good. All's good. You know, I like the look. I like the size. It's great. There's one thing that a treadmill should do that you might kind of want. When you want to have a treadmill, you usually want the treads to move. Now this one's a little special because its treads refuse to. So I started this morning with an error. Then after many attempts, it went to a different error. And after many attempts, it finally finished the errors, stopped the errors, and still doesn't work. You can't tell, but it says walking vibration pad on the side. There ain't no walking on this thing. It doesn't even vibrate. It doesn't do anything. Nothing. I can turn it on. That's it. That's it. Hey Leo, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Is it bad? Well, it would be great if it moved, Leo. It doesn't work. The tread doesn't move at all. Smells like a return and refund to me. It would be such a pain to return that I contacted the what's it called? The people that sell that thing, and I'm like, hey, it doesn't work. If there's just something they can guide me to just fix it, it'll be a lot easier than trying to get this to be sent back. Because that's gonna be a headache. So, also, can I just point out, the power cable literally goes from there to like right there. It is the smallest power cable that you could possibly have. It's like, who designed this? It's meant to be used next to a wall, I guess, but it's meant to go under a desk. So what, you're supposed to have it right next to the wall? Like, it's so small that my desk is wider than the cable. Let me rephrase that. Half of my desk width is wider than the cable. I don't think it's a scam because they are the top sellers of this treadmill or of this thing on Amazon. Yeah, it's on Amazon. They're a top seller. They have good ratings. People are happy with it. There's pictures. It's just shit happens. But yeah, it's nice. Like it's nice. It's right there. This is not wooden, no. But yeah, I would love it for the for me to be able to walk on it, even a little bit. It'd be great. But yeah, it doesn't do anything. So that's how this started. That's how this day started. It's light as well because it's meant to be moved around. Like, it's good. If it only worked. I'm buying any laptop and camera set up. You want to do it for your YouTube show from the boat? Nah, Patrol. I think as an alternative, until it works, we add redeems for 10 squats. No. I cannot do that many squats. I'm not saying I can't do 10 squats, but if it's a redeem, I will not be able to do however many squats it will be. I'm just being honest. No. So that, by the way, this is how my also, I woke up really early this morning, and I was like, I didn't have anything in the fridge, so I'm like, so I went to get some like quick sandwich from the nearby grocery store, and then I unboxed this. And then after I unboxed it, I've realized remote control? Yeah, of course, it doesn't come with batteries. I had to go get batteries. I had to go back to the grocery store. Back to get freaking batteries. It's just 2 AAA batteries. They could include 2 AAA batteries. Come on. Of course, obviously, consumer. I know. It's. Why is the treadmill? No. The remote control. I have a remote control that requires batteries because it doesn't have a thing that stands up where you control it. It's just the bottom part, so you can turn it on and off. No, you can't see the lights. Lights are cut off. Anyway, yeah. So that's how my morning started. It's it didn't get any better from there. once work started, I'll put it that way. It only got worse. Are you sure it's not stuck somewhere? I'm not sure of anything. I tried it like regular, I tried it sideways, it just didn't move. I tried pulling on it. I mean, unless I have to use a lot of force, I didn't want to do that. You've seen other streamers use exercise equipment for tax write-off? Maybe. I mean, if I do it, if I walk on stream. But first things first is it needs to actually work. God damn it. Why? I was like, I have this genius idea. It's gonna be great. It's a good thing. Did I reboot it? Oh, trust me. Trust me, Blue Seeker, I rebooted it. So, yeah. That's just how it is. Are they writing me right now? Oh, please take a photo of the serial number near the switch. I'll process a refund for you. Hold on. Hold your horses. This is coming in live. Because I reached out this morning when I got it. Photo of the serial number near the switch. Here's the thing, by the way. Okay, hold on. I gotta take a picture of this. We do this. This is live updates. Wait, this is it, by the way. Like it looks nice. Like it's all great. If they just give me a refund, that's great. I don't know if I should. I guess I should order a different one then. Casually drags it. It's not that heavy. I can lift. It's just a S22 Ultra based. Yeah. Yeah, it's not that heavy. Yeah, I've had this for a while. Horizon. Hey, Guts, welcome in. How am I doing today? It's been a day, Guts. You missed a story about this, It's ongoing. I am tempted to ask them to give me a replacement, but I doubt they will give me a replacement. Probably should order a different one. Pizza date with your girlfriend. Oh, that's so great that you bring your girlfriend to your pizza dates. Yeah, I mean, pizza dates are very important. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take the refund. Uno momento. Can I? Oh, attach files. Good. I can attach files. Save. I accidentally almost. So again, right? The fact that they're like, hey, giving a refund again. The seller seems good, and I would genuinely want to use this if this worked. But That would be sweet if you put skateboard wheels on it, hook the treadmill up to a generator, and drive electric skateboard wheels. I mean, I could if I knew how to do any of that. You have the same phone, Liam? Nice. Nice. My phone, I kitted it out as Horizon. I'll tell you, I like Horizon. I've been rocking that for a while. Un momento, I say is a date night, and he's already hitting on your Latina girlfriend. No. You misunderstood me. I'm hitting on your pizza. You had a pizza date. You didn't have a date with a girlfriend. You had a pizza date, and your girlfriend was there. I think you misunderstood me, Guts. Right? I am saying this is having a pizza date is great. I'm glad your girlfriend could tag along on it, but the important part was you had a pizza date. Which is a date with pizza. I'll step off for my slices. You still have it stock, oddly. I customize it, always customize it with everything. I use Nova Launcher, because I can't go without customizing it, like, entirely, basically. I only use one home screen, and then just the news feed on the left, and then that's it. So you're showing off your multilingual skills? Yes. A lot. That was very hard to read those English letters. Anyway. So that was this morning, and I guess now the potential conclusion of this. Well, that's not a conclusion. I need to buy a new one. God damn it. Yeah, the treadmill. Yeah, the treadmill, good guts. I mean, I guess at least I don't have to ship this one back. I was worried if it's broken, they're gonna want it returned. But it seems they're just gonna give me the refund, which is fine. I'll see. Maybe I'll buy the same one. Probably shouldn't buy the same one. Probably buy a different one. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, it's been a day. This does make me feel a little bit better, though. No. Good guts. You missed the whole beginning part. The treadmill doesn't work. You weren't here for the very beginning of the stream. It's okay. The treadmill doesn't treadmill. It turns on. It has pretty lights, and so it makes beeping sounds. But the thing doesn't move. I know the whole tread moving part, which is very important to a treadmill. Yeah, that doesn't do this. I would love to keep it and be fine. Yeah. Anyway. So we'll need to order a new one. So, treadmill aside, though, I was in sequencer land a little bit today, and that was hell on earth. I don't know how DJO does it. I mean, today was just rough in general, but why is my hair like sticking out? I'm looking at it and it's like, why? The problem with my hair is I need a haircut. That's what the problem is. And you'd be wondering, why don't I just get a haircut? That's right. I asked the same question, but that involves me scheduling a haircut. And that's too many steps. Because that means I have to look up the phone number, pick up my phone, unlock my phone, go to the phone app, and press, what is that? 10 digits, and then press call, and then speak to another human being. that will then have to see in person. Like, that's a lot of work. Just wait, you get bald soon enough. See, that's what I'm saying. But until then, it's getting too long. I mean, it's gone too long. I have wanted to get this haircut. A haircut for months, by the way. Don't get me wrong. I've wanted a haircut for months. Have I scheduled it? No. But that's how I am. Unfortunately, it is... I'm so introverted that I don't schedule a haircut because it involves talking to people outside. On a more like, oh, hi, how's you been? Just haven't seen you in a while level, you know? When you describe it that way, how else would you describe it? I mean, I think I described the steps very plainly. It's like, you know, when you have 2FA on your phone, right? Well, you might think of it like, oh, well, you just put in the number, right? No. You have to log in as you would normally. Then take your phone, unlock your phone, open the app, select the right one, look at the number, then write the digits one by one, which is a lot of digits. Then press enter because you hope you didn't get anything wrong. Then you have to close the app, lock the phone, and put it down. That's a lot of steps. I'm just saying, why are things so many steps? I should just look at it and be fine. You've been cutting your own mullet for 2 years, nothing stopping you from grabbing some scissors? Yes. What's stopping me is I'm not a barber. Anyway. PCG. I got a tutorial for a mace coming out this Sunday and I'm not done with it. So we're gonna do that first. We're gonna finish the setup for it and then we're gonna go back to game dev. But trust during COVID you were a family barber? Oh, really? I did not get a haircut for like 2 years-ish, 2 to 3 years-ish during COVID. And I actually grew like a full ponytail and it got too big that I just like tied it up myself. I just cut like a several inches of it and then eventually got a haircut. No, you don't understand me and being bad at scheduling things that I just need to go to that are very easy to do. Oh, look at that. Hey. They have refunded my money in full and will continue to improve the product. Hey, I appreciate the, you know what? Shout out to them. You know, I didn't get it in the end, but shout out to Spirex. It was 64% off. I wonder what I mean, I got 64% off, but I got here. I'll show you guys what I got. Yeah, good company, but boo money. No. I'm gonna buy the thing again, so I don't really get the money back, sort of. And the new one might be more expensive. This is what I got. Walking vibration pad. I don't care about the vibration pad part, but apparently people, that's a thing. where it's like it shakes back and forth, and apparently people use that for exercises. I was scared about the walking part. It came with like an app and everything. Like, and again, 2,000 reviews, 4.3. Like, it's not a terrible thing, and at 2,000 reviews, like, I trusted it. 4-in-1, yeah, treadmill, walking treadmill, pad for home, which is the same thing. Treadmills with remote control, which is the same thing. I don't know where the 4 things are. There's 2. There's a walking mode and there's a shaking mode. I don't know where the 4 is. Anyway. Look, guys. Oh, I'm stuck. Stuck. Oh, the player. Yeah, look, guys, it's a maze. Isn't it amazing? Help, wall stuck. Help me, stepbrother, I'm stuck in a wall. Finish time. Time faster. Forwards, backwards, shake side to side. It doesn't go backwards. Yeah, I'll need to. I guess I'll throw this one out. Thankfully, you know, one beauty of living in an apartment complex, it's easier to throw this stuff out. You can turn around, oh, you can walk, but it doesn't give me the feature. I bring the features. I could walk backwards, which also. Anyway. What I need to do is...
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Sure, safe. This is my maze piece. Isn't it amazing? I need to line up these holes. So they all line up always. And... I need to set up the main path to guarantee there's a solution. But yeah, a video will be coming on on Sunday, but I can answer questions for the lucky few that get to see it live. Since you got yourself a list? What kind of list? There's no list. Just know what you're talking about. I don't write who's naughty and nice. Where'd you hear about this list? Yeah, you're definitely not on the naughty list. Definitely not. Use arrows for the opening for arrows? No. What you talking about? Arrows. These are just cubes. These are just wall pieces. I'm just in unlit mode so I can actually see it because there's no light in here, obviously. Because this is just a level instance. Oh, ads are done. Okay. So what we need to do is basically right, this that lines up. Okay, so I think this way it probably lines up. But my guess is it doesn't line up if it's this way, right? It doesn't line up because of this wall. So the actual outside walls line up. But the problem is this. So realistically speaking, I could just do one of these for this version. That's fine. So I don't need to worry about it as much. Okay. Next one. Oh, also I need to check the floor. The floor needs to be like actually all the way edge to edge. How does this slightly too big? Why? Oh, it's because I think it's slightly off. That's okay. We fix. Okay. Next. But yeah, basically this maze, as you can see, shocker, is built modularly. We break, we fix. Do we have to? I like just the breaking part, honestly. I mean, if I have to fix, then I guess I will. Can we not? Please? The maze has only one solution, or does it have one or more solutions? It would have one or more. So it will be solvable at least once. We break the no video Sunday consequence. Ah, shit. Okay. We don't fix that badly. Okay. Let's do this. Maze floor A. I did not mean to press F1. Why does F1 open Google Chrome? Excuse me? Hold on a second. F1? My default browser ain't Chrome. It's Firefox. Oh, there's two I missed. Well, one that doesn't have a Firefox option, which is TEL, and MMS. F1 is support and in your Chrome, so you press F1, Discord opens a Discord support. No, I get that, but like, why is it open in Chrome? Anyway, that's fine. We could fix. Okay, so this one, right, is also another one of the problem areas. I'll just go here, make it this a little bit smaller. It's fine, doesn't matter. For the actual like version, people can make it bit better if they want. For now, I'm just gonna do this and just do like a B. All we need to do is just change the material on this thing. Here, I'll do this. One's gonna be green because it only used the default materials. There we go. Next. It's gonna be beautiful. Beautiful. Next color, sure, silver. We need to move this. It's a -5, +5. And then we should be good. Okay. Were we fine on that one? I think we were fine on this one. Yeah, we're fine. Just 2 more. This one needs to move. Well, this one's thankfully I can move it without actually changing anything, basically. That's important. Same thing here. I need to move this. Realistically, if you were doing this for yourself, by the way, instead of what I'm doing, you would just take these and just offset them to make them like, or just offset this one or whichever to make it like narrower of a hallway. If you want to do it for yourself to keep it consistent. For the demonstration, I think it's fine. Oh wait, I need to set up the floor. I could use the same floor, I know, but I think it'll be cooler to see different colors as we kind of walk around. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Oh god, we can't see anything. Thankfully, you don't need to look. I mean, that's why would you need to do that? We can keep 1 as the default. That's fine. It can be the default checkerboard. I can't be. No, I can't. If all the other ones have something, let's put something on this one. What is blue wire? Oh, that's trippy. There we go. We're gonna use a rainbow for one of them. Yep, it's a rainbow. Beautiful. It even emits lights. You know what? Sure. I think it looks nice. It actually looks really nice. The bottom up lighting with the little color. Okay. Oh wow. Lumen go brrr, yeah. Now, PCG graph. See, simple PCG graph. Nothing complex here. Absolutely nothing complex here. You'd think these would update automatically, but they don't. Okay. And now we have probably better connections. Now, why is that the way it is? God damn it. Let's see if I can make it better. If I just take all of this and change the snapping to 5 and just move it over a tad, which is the So that way it's 0. On here. That should help. PCG Nago, I know, it's just the worst. I mean, I can't blame anyone but myself. I mean, I could. Let me correct myself. I can blame people. Yeah. In case you're wondering, I can absolutely blame people. I'm not going to right now. But I can, so. Watch out. Okay. Hopefully this works. Also, I don't know why. When you do this, create these guys, which overwrites them, it doesn't actually update them or refresh them here. You have to re-add them. And I don't know why. I do not know why. Oh, okay, there we go. Much better. See, now we have a better transition. You know it's the transition because of different colors, but if it wasn't for the colored floors, you wouldn't know there's a transition, which was the point. And now, good luck finding your way across an infinitely large screen. Oh, here we go. Let's go to this room. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's pretty. Go to the red side. It's where the hot-headed people hang out. Okay, so this is working, but there's not actually a guaranteed solution to this. And I need a guaranteed solution. So, you look at it. Can I go from up and go? Ooh. You can see all the modules connecting. By the way, this whole thing is partitions, but under the hood, it is all one set of geo, like one instance mesh. So you can see here, right? You have basically all of the walls become one thing, and then the floor becomes a separate thing. A lot of pride went into making this PCG work. Where's my buttons? I moved things. God damn it. Where's my button? Oh, right, it's here. It's late. But I changed things and I forgot where I put them. Okay, so the way basically this is going to work to guarantee that there's a solution is no, so scuffed, just like the stream. It's perfect. So I'll give you guys a quick rundown for those of you here of like how this is basically works. There's two types of modules. There are modules that are 3 and modules that are 4 exits. So this one is a 4 exit one, and this is a 3 exit one. You can see this one has the wall. You can see right, it ends in nothing. So that means this one only has 1, 2, 3, and they can rotate randomly in 90-degree intervals. But what that means is though, you're not guaranteed that you're going to come out from one place to the other place if you continue on through your path. So the main path has to be set up with 4 directional pieces. So effectively, if it's only this 4 directional, it can go in any direction and continue on. But as long as it's a 4 directional one, like this one or this one, you will make it to the end. It will be possible. So we gotta set that up. What we'll probably do is let's go here and let's just turn off you. Look, there's the full maze. Ain't it pretty? So pretty. And this scales, by the way. So if I make this smaller, it's a smaller maze. If I make this bigger, it's a bigger maze. Make it even bigger, it's an even bigger maze. Obviously, it's heading into the landscape, but it fully scales to be whatever size you want because it's fully modular. But now we need the main path. So what we're gonna do is do I want to I think I want to pick a random start line and a random end line. Or is it better to control where it is? I feel like it's better to control where it is specifically, like the start where the maze starts. Let's do that. That's probably the better way. I could randomize like an entrance here and an entrance or an exit there. But I think for usability, it's better to be like, yeah, the player always comes in here and then it's random. So let's do that. Trigger box. Yeah, see, I already have things set up to cut things out. So if I wanted to, also, I could absolutely just cut out a huge section here and put my own thing. So if I wanted to, I could just cut it out. Obviously, I'd want to make sure that I could make it through whatever it is, but I can just make cutouts and put whatever else I want. But it's designed for like entrance and exits. So let's say, you know, it'll go from here. Smaller. There we go. Let's say this will be the entrance / exit, and it'll be the same thing on the other side. You can do the pathfinding based off of start point A and B and have A just to be the closest to the player start location. There's walls, as you can see, all around. So ideally, I'd want to have this cut out wherever that is. And if the player's here, I don't want to have a wall here, and then when they move, like, it'll be here. Like, I'd rather just be... You set up your maze bounds wherever you want. You can put in multiple start locations. Or you can make... Oh, sorry. You can make multiple... start locations if you wanted to, like, customize it further, right? But we're going to go with the basic version for the tutorial. So let's grab you. There's our 2 points. So we need to do a pathfinding. Oh, not you. Epic, if you're listening to this, can you please add a collapse option also on top? I would appreciate it. So we don't have to go all the way down here and then go all the way back up if we want to collapse it again. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Because some of these are way too long. Like, I appreciate all the options and things being the way they are, but please. I'm going to use just a name declaration note. This is going to be our points. This is our partition grid. Or I guess pre-partition. In this case. Okay, so here we want to do select points. It doesn't matter. Not select points. What's it called? It's not select points. How do you get the specific number of points? Was it not select points? No, that's a ratio. Which one's the one you specify the points? Not transform, not reset, extends, duplicate, combine, collapse, cluster, bounds modifier, blur. The hell? Why is there a blur point operation? What the hell does that do? Attract? I need to look into these. I've not ever seen these. Okay, well, there's something for me to point into. But this right here is why I love blueprints. Because if this is like programming, I would never learn about these. There's a way to... Oh, let's do random choice. That's what I want. Chosen, discarded. So there's only two. This makes it easy. Alright, so 1 point goes in there, 1 point goes in there. This is going to... Search distance needs to be 5,000. Oh, we need to first do a attribute noise. 0 to 1, and then we're just going to output it to random. We can use density. And then here, in pathfinding, we want to do fitness score. Brent. Excuse me? Did I mistype? Did I mistype it? No. Oh. I'm stupid. I added to do the wrong thing. There we go. I need to have the points. I need to have the information, not the start and the goal. So from here, we want it to be linear. And then we can do a I guess I can do a spline sampler. Subdivision, divisions per segment 0. Hold on. There's our points. It probably needs to be bigger. Let's make it extends absolute. 10. 100. There we go. So there's our now path. And if we go ahead and in here, if we were to mess with the seed, okay, can you not give us the most boring ever? How is it doing straight lines? Hold on a second. Excuse me, sir. What is this? Oh, here we go. Let's do like 5, 2, 3, 4, 10. Okay. How does it have things that straight still? What I need to do is just put the start and the end not exactly in straight line, and that'll just be better. So let's just move you over here. And let's move you over here. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So that's going to be the quote-unquote solution path. And so what we need to do is then spawn just the ones we want there. So I don't suppose I can duplicate this. No, of course not. That'll be too easy. Sorry, what type are these? PCG data assets. Object reference, array. Main path. And I want
Ads are
the
here.
four-way.
Pausing for ads.
So basically, we're going to put the four-way ones on this path and remove them from the other paths. So we have a guaranteed solution. Is it the best maze that's ever existed? No. It's definitely not. But you do have control over how the maze is. You can make very custom things in this maze. You can make rooms that are special. You can make like weird sections of the maze that you could go into a loop, and then you just end up in the center of it, and they could catapult you somewhere, right? You can absolutely like customize it and make it more than just a maze. But this is using partitioning, level instances, and makes it a little more performant because of it. Whereas it's like creating just one big maze that's always loaded. Are these rooms static meshes? No. Yes and no. As far as PCG is concerned, they're all instances, yes. Like, if I select it in here, right, I can select, that's the corner pivot, so hold on. There's the maze floor. Right, it's putting it all together. To every room gets combined with itself. All of the walls get combined because it's all the same mesh. It's all of these are combined as instances of each other. Not in each other. They're instances within itself. Because these are individual wall pieces. They're not one big mesh. So you can really customize however you want. Because it's basically using level instances. And then taking the meshes in the level instances. And then using those to then spawn with. Let's make a new name thing. This is going to be our main path points. Does that work? What? Why am I only getting rid of the floor? Oh. I'm only getting rid of the floor. Load the asset, copy the points. Why does that only get rid of the floor? What? Excuse me? Excuse me? That's the entire center section. Oh, hold on. I know why. Bounds modifier. Set. This needs to be negative 500, right? Yeah, so this needs to be negative 5,000. Negative 2,500 to 2,500. There we go. So now we're cutting out, well, probably a little too much. Yeah, there we go. Just a little bit under. Okay, this is not quite a little bit under. It needs to be. Let's do. Be the best way of doing this. There we go. That's the number. There. I found the magic number. Pure, beautiful cutout. Look at that. There's our main path. See, now you can't make a mistake. Right? This is how you make the main path. So now when you start here, or sorry, forward is it there? Now when you start here, oh goddammit, I did go the wrong way. That was right at the beginning. So now when you start, you have a very easy, way of figuring out which way you want to go. And this is now we know, right? We now know how this works. They used a technique for doing procedurally generated dungeons, but it's not anywhere close to this, and was done with blueprints. It'd be interesting for it to adapt it to PCG fully and communicate with blueprints. You can. Isn't it great? We can find the maze so easy. Okay, but jokes aside, let's go ahead and actually set up the rest here. So, question. I think from here it would need to go in. No. Oh, because it would cut itself out. If I turned off this, actually, let me just do that. No. So we have you. That's all working. Then we have a random room. Then we have you. Oh, well, I duplicated the cutout, which I don't want. There we go. Instead of here, instead of PCG level instances, we need to get main path points, main path, and use that here. Which then you will complain about because we're now getting the wrong thing. So it's not ideal. But it would allow us to customize this to be different on the main path versus not, so we'll use that as the reason. It keeps the first and last point. We gotta fix that. That's not right. Hey Marcio, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Of course, you can take an instance rotated before and after the player has been through it. Oh, yeah, you can do like all sorts of things, but then that would require you to unload and reload the entire PCG graph. That would be a little much. I need to. Can I? Oh, he's not up on a spline, first of all. Not outputting a spline, I think, cause issues. Right, how does this work? Absolute 150. We can try then. Why does this become a problem? Because we're setting the density. What? Why is this a problem now? Yeah, let's do a scale instead. I think it's there. Why does it do that? You know what? I'm just gonna go back to my sampler. That was working great, and I'm not gonna question it too much. I'm questioning it a little bit. I am questioning it a little bit. Okay, quite a lot, but I won't question it. So, how do we best remove the first and last points? We probably want to do... We probably want to remove them here. Hello, McLovin. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Because you can't filter points here. So instead, we would need to do a... filter points, or point filter. We're going to do greater than on index, greater than 0. Right, so that fixes the start here. We're going to fix the end as well. So we need to do from here. Sort points by index, descending, attribute filter, in. Ascending? Excuse me? Excuse-moi? What the hell is the problem? 22 entries. 21 entries. What is it removing? What? Do I like Taco Bell? Haven't been since like college. Never been like the biggest enjoyer of it. To each their own, right? So if I go here, right? This gets rid of it. This gets rid of it. This gets a smaller one, but why does it look like this here? Why does this break here? Oh, it breaks because it doesn't quite fit? Is that what the problem is? Is the problem that it's just a little bit too small? Do I need to... What? What's going on here? This is flat, right? Yeah, this is flat. So it's the floor that's the problem, right? Oh, it's the floor is being curved. Okay. God damn, it's just ever so slightly freaking tilted. It's fine. God damn it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I can see the slope now. Okay, there's our path. Okay. There's the rest. So we now have a full path. And you can move obviously the start and end. Here's what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make the rainbow one the only one that's in the main path. So we can really see it. That was the rainbow one. We don't want to remove that one. Bam. Bam. Rainbow path. And now if I put it here, I'm going to get rid of the rainbow path everywhere else. So we have a nice... So we just follow the rainbow brick road. And then we get to the end. So if we just follow the rainbow brick road, we're fine. It's a little bit of a slope here. There we go. Go back to... So obviously there might be other solutions. In fact, there's a good chance there's other solutions. You can control how many there are or aren't. I'm already lost, and I just need to follow the rainbow brick road. So crap. There's still dead ends. Oh, no, it's a dead end. This way. I want every single dead end I could. Landscape for the lost. First thing you delete. It was just the test environment that I'm using. You could obviously do this inside of see, this is a three-way next to it. That's why you have a dead end, because otherwise it would be a lot easier. Another three-way. This only had one way of going, and I managed to go all the different ways. So you can see how this could get you very lost very quickly. You can obviously make these smaller, bigger, these sections. This way. I go every single wrong way. The main thing is not the fact that we have this. It's that we can turn partitioning back on. And now, as the player, you don't know that things are not loaded around you always. But right, everything seems fine. Everything's still good. But in reality, that's all you're loading. This right here. You're not loading anything besides this. The entire rest of it that I'm loading with my camera is not loaded. It's only loading that from the player. So you don't need to, like, you can load a whole lot less. Which is good. You can theoretically use this for, and see here, this was not the main path. Let's see. This makes you think of implementing this same thing for a horror game at underground caves for some reason. You could probably use this same kind of setup for like something like the back rooms. Any kind of like modular thing that doesn't necessarily even have a way to go. If you want it to be like massive like this, you can do it. You can use this. So that's kind of the idea. Is I'm showing it with a maze, but you can reuse this same concept for all sorts of things. I'm lost. It's too big. But thankfully, all we need to do is just make it smaller, and we're fine. Okay, but I think I got what I need for Sunday's tutorial on this. I'll go over obviously the full graph, explain how things are done. It uses points and stuff, all that good stuff. How does section loading work? Check out my recent video on PCG. It is using the hierarchical generation partitioning, which is what these are that you're seeing. UB 32. I have a recent video on it. I highly recommend. Let me see, where is it? Where's the video? This one. Pro tips to nail hierarchical generation that I wish I knew earlier. Yeah. Which is genuinely true. I wish I knew those things before I started, because God, it was such a pain in the butt without knowing that stuff for me. Like, maybe for some people that have dealt with partitioning before, like, it all makes sense, but for me, it's like, this is not what I expect. Like, going into it as a beginner was not what I expected. It is hot as hell. Let me check on something real quick. Be right back. I'm back. So so I have the portable vacuum, and I have a sliding door. I don't have like a window I could throw it through, so a sliding door. So I put fabric there, and it comes with like tape that's meant for it. It's so hot it melted the freaking glue that sticks it all together. It's too hot. Top 10 Unreal settings that give you performance and boost nanite. Number 1, enable nanite. Number 2, disable lumen. Number 3, light bake. There you go. Got everything you need. But I think we're done here. I think we go to game dev where I can break things. Break things in game dev land. Make this a little bit smaller though first. Okay, select you. Let's make this tiny bit smaller. Just so why is it still gray here? Right? I'll get rid of the freaking. I'll get rid of the landscape. It's fine. Whatever. Just go back to the game. I'm done with it. I can't deal with anything else today. Number 69, optimize meshes kappa. I mean, that's, you're saying kappa, but yeah. If you have bad geo and bad, like, yeah, meshes basically, that will hog your system a lot. Like, you don't want to put nanite in the way in the distance. That's 10 million tries. It's gonna be like 5 pixels. That's gonna be far more expensive than putting it up close. From what I find, it crunches more and that goes into your nanite cost. Which is why if you reduce the amount of tries, it doesn't need to crunch as much. Like on your mesh.
Ads
10 million
here.
triangles, 5 for 1
Pausing
static
for
mesh.
ads.
Depends on the mesh, yeah. It entirely depends on the mesh. If you have some kind of intricate statue, I can see 10 million tries. And I will be just fine for it. But if it's a plane that's 10 million tries, then obviously you got a problem. Right? See if I can find something to show. It'll be hard to show. For hard surface, it'll be hard to show. Yeah, never mind. I was trying to find like a good image for like good versus bad, but okay. This I do not like. Ignore the smooth. You just ignore the smooth version. This I do not like. Okay. Here, I'll explain better if I can draw over it. I do not like, this is very common in visual effects, having models like this. But if this is going into Unreal and this is a game model, 9 or not, this is not a good model in my book. Why are these loops here? Get rid of them. Right? They're not giving you any new information. They don't change the silhouette. They don't change anything. Right? Same thing here. This loop can go away. This loop obviously is needed because it has a bend, but also this loop can go away. So realistically, right, you should have this, and then obviously these guys, and then that. That's all you need. Every other loop is pointless. So yeah, you could do 10 million tries. Well, it depends what it is. This is very common in visual effects models, but these are pointless loops. That's just extra topology that 9 has to crunch. It's the extra topology that the engine has to compute. It's unnecessary. Get rid of it. Yep, you hate bad topology. You're now learning how to 3D model. Right? You absolutely, if you need the topology loops, absolutely put them in. This as well, like, right? Things like this. Same thing, right? These loops, these horizontal loops, after this first one and up to this last one, they don't give you anything. Now, this is specifically, I'm talking about game models. I'm not talking about sub-D models or anything like that. This is clearly a sub-D model. It is using subdivision to get this bend, right? So this is a creased edge, which is why it's also thicker. That's how it's getting this. But if this wasn't, you want to get rid of all of these loops. This is for VFX. It's not for game models. Let's see if I can find a quick example of a good probably will be hard to find. Yeah, this one's not bad. There, actually, I'll do this. I can just draw over it. Right, this is not a bad model, right? It has a lot of detail here, but it terminates it again, and so you're just left with one edge, right? That you want. This is good. You want this, right? The edges here, there's not very many for the extra detail, but it allows it to not go all the way up, and it also helps like the stuff here. Like this is fine, right? Could you say try somewhere? Yes. It's fine. It's completely fine. This, I see no problems, right? Again, there's a bend here that gets terminated, and it's only one loop. Right? If it was like the other models that we saw, which is more like the VFX style models, it'll just go all the way across, and you don't want that. I bet this loop right here is a symmetry line based off the model. I can tell this is a symmetry line. Yeah, it goes off of this. So that's why this loop is here. Otherwise, that loop can go away, obviously, but that's a symmetry line. Although you could probably have a symmetry line here, which this might be a symmetry line as well. It could be double symmetry. But, yeah, like I said, you could absolutely go 10 million if you're doing like a sculpture. If you're doing like a character, like a high-res character especially, 10 million is going to be normal. But for hard surface, less likely. You're learning Blender. You think it's better for modeling? Right now you're learning. Oh yeah, Blender. Blender is good. I like Blender. If you want to learn a garbage software, learn Maya. I had a asset I was trying to just load in and just delete some things based on the material. I gave up trying to load the file after 30 minutes in Maya. Yeah, in Blender, I had it loaded and did everything I needed to do, including looking up how to do it in Blender because I'm not as familiar with it. And I was done with everything with the export in 30 minutes. Which would have been faster if I was familiar with how to select by material, but I need to look up where that setting is. So yes, Blender is fantastic. The whole point of the little spiel was yes, Blender is good. You find it harder to use compared to Unreal? Well, they're for different things, right? Blender is for creating the assets. Unreal is for using the created assets. So they have different use cases and different functionality. So you would probably find Unreal easier. One, you probably have known it for longer. And two, you're probably enjoying it more using assets versus making them, which is totally fine. I definitely enjoy using the assets more than making them these days. When I started out, I was doing models. The modeling was my favorite thing. Favorite's maybe a stretch, but one of my favorite things. I think I still enjoyed UDK more than making the assets. What were we working on yesterday? We're working on Divine Protection. Oh, that's right, the shield stuff. We're working on the shield. We're working on this. Gain a shield when below a certain amount of health for a certain amount of health, and a cooldown that increases the more it max health it restores. Or the more of a shield you get. Which I think is fine. I didn't think about I wanted to think of anything better that we can do to not incentivize like pausing. But I couldn't. The only thing I could do theoretically, if we wanted to potentially have lower cooldowns, is have it only recharge while they get enemies nearby. Oh, these are the AI images. These aren't even like proper resolution, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, these are like A53 by 1344. This is just from AI. I'm not gonna spend time doing these temporary things. I can't be bothered. Yeah, these are just the mid-journey images I get. I shove them in, throw them on, whatever. They don't even need to map. I don't care right now. Yeah, they're all placeholders. I do not care. Yeah, you remember from yesterday? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the Scarecrow. I like him. But was it yesterday? I think it was like 2 days ago. Or was it yesterday? Or did we finish it yesterday? Man, today has been Today's been a day. Today's been a day. I mean, I don't know. Did you? I don't know. No, right? It was 2 days ago. Okay. Let's work on getting the shield and all that working. Let's get a shield. Let's do the UI stuff and go from there. Is going to be our shield bar. Can I copy? No. No, I can't. Why not? Why can't I not copy? Oh, 12, negative 68. Other way around. The way around. The height needs to be half of that. Negative 58 then. At the bottom. The color will be, let's say something like you. I'll make it also be transparent a bit. That is not transparency. Even though I'm very clearly modifying the alpha. I'm modifying the alpha of the blue, not the black background. Oh, you know what? We don't want a background, do we? How do we get rid of the actual background part? Fill image. That's this part. Background image, this. Aha. So if we get rid of the U, then we lower U. Aha. Okay, that's better. Because what I want is if the health is further, where is the progress? Right, the health is further. I don't want it, the bottom one, to be cut out here. So it's literally on top, which I think looks nicer. I think that's fine. Fill from center. I'll be honest, some games still have the fill from center for like health and other bars in general. I think I can speak for the majority of people out there. Please do not have your bars fill from center where it goes left and right equally, where you need to keep track of how much it is filled. If it's just a cool visual thing, no one cares. But if we need to keep track of it like it's a health thing, please do not have it go from the center. Thank you. I think I can speak on the majority of people out there for that one. Hey, Stormrun, welcome in. How's it going? You're doing well? You've been breaking things in Donkey Kong? Are the things that you've broken barrels? Excuse me, I'll take my extremely wide vertical health bar. That's 10 pixels high, thank you very much. Well, that's fine, Leo. you're not, you know, an insane person that does from the center into both directions. Yeah, you have a perfectly normal health bar. I'm talking about the insane people that go in both directions. And then when you are at 50% health, it looks like, if you look at either side, it looks like you're at 75% health. Because that's how your brain's been trained in every other scenario. Right? If I made this from center, you can do like equal on both sides. Then this is the true like psychopath. But there's this. This is 50% full. That's 50% full. It's the worst. It's 50% vertical, same problem. And then there's the true psychopaths that do just fill. Fill from the middle point outwards equally. Just psychopaths. Hey, Madman, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You've not progressed very far, just breaking the landscape. Nice. You made it start from both sides and join the center. That's the same thing. That's the same thing. You just flip the colors. There's no difference. You just made the middle part darker and the other part red or whatever it is. Yeah, but we got our shield bar. We're going to not only need to fill and unfill the shield bar, it will need to take away health from the shield bar first and then from the main health bar. Oh, you know what I can do? I have an idea. I just had an idea. What if the shield just reduced the like 50% of damage was taken from the shield, or however, like a certain percentage of the damage was taken from shield before health. So not 100% of it, it would be a portion of it. Hello, Rooski Brewski. What a great name. How's it going? Up? You're doing well. It's a great name. Could be worse. Imagine a health bar that snakes from left to right and then reverse alternating as it fills. See, once it's that crazy, I feel like then it's fun again. Then it's like whatever. Because you can make a note of like where does it bend and has how much health. Like you can make mental notes of how much it is. I think that's still better. You should look into getting Danganronpa Bonanza? No, it's not my kind of game. Plus you felt to being a kid in a while? That's good. Like a chaos system? Nice. Usually not how shield works. Kind of weird to have a shield that still hurts you. But if it does, so right, if the shield still, you take less damage with the shield, so it's like armor really. But if it is a shield, then it's no different than having health. But if you have 5 shields, you can take 5 hits. Ooh. That's actually a good suggestion. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Instead of a second health bar, shield bar, or whatever, it just prevents the next X amount of hits. I like that a lot, actually. Isn't that just immunity? For a certain amount of hits, yes. Yeah. What's wrong with that? I guess a boss, you can take quite a bit, but you wouldn't be getting the power up. I mean, you could get the power up at a boss, or right before a boss to help. Yeah, it would absolutely be 5 at max upgrade for sure. I think it would be 1, 2, 3 for tier 1, 2, and 3. So the highest will be is 3, and the cursed tier will be 5. It'll be additive. So you can find all 3, for example, and if somehow you get all 3 without getting a single hit off, you will have 6 total. Maybe I'll increase those numbers a little bit, but I like that, honestly. I kind of like that. Another alternative that can be done is instead of it, another idea that's adjacent to that actually is instead of getting shields to just stop damage for a certain amount of hits, it could be as every certain amount of hits you just block the damage. So like block, you know, prevent every 10th hit, prevent damage for every 10th hit, or something like that. It'll be like every 10th hit will miss. You know, every 5th hit will miss. I mean, that will become even more powerful depending on the numbers you use. But that's like another idea for another, I think, for a separate power up. I don't think for the shield, but like as a separate power up, that could work. Okay, well, if we're not doing the shield bar, then a hybrid would can be its stacks of damage reduction on the next attack. Maybe it goes from 10 to 50 minus 50% damage reduction. Maybe. We'll go with a shield icon. I already have something like that set up that we can use, basically. Not the functionality, but like the visual. If we go to not Steel Claw, Dracthrax. For example, you have 3 shields. Normal attack, take 1 shield, but some strong boss attacks takes 2. Oh, you know what? That's interesting. Yeah, bosses could take 2 per hit. Yeah, so here we have him. Right, he has shields, and in his case, when he does his little roar and the meteors comes down and it hits him, he gets his shield is down. Can you roar, please? There you go. He roars, goes spawn, now he's 2. So he takes more damage, basically. Yeah, so we can make it so bosses will take 2 shields off. Regular mobs will take 1, because bosses do like 25 damage compared to like 5 damage right now. Considerably more. So it would make sense where they would take like more. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So that means we need to change up here. So instead of gaining a shield when below a certain amount of health, it'll just be gain a like X charges of a shield, or like gain 5 shield, right? Because it doesn't matter if you have 0 health or 100 health in this scenario. Gain variable shields. Each shield blocks 1 enemy attack, 1 regular enemy attack. I will make it regenerate every floor, every level. Regenerate every level. Or at the start of every level. So if you finish level 1 and you got it and you have no shields, when you go into the level 2, it will regenerate your shields. We could even have it regenerate your shields for a boss, but I don't think I want to do that.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
If you have 1 shield and you take that, you get 2 shields, you get half the damage. If you have 1 shield and you take attack that would take 2 shields, you get half the damage. Ah, okay, got it. Yeah, you could do that. I feel like it would be more... Yes, that would make sense. But I think it would be more interesting if it protected you fully anyways. I think you'd feel better as the player if it protected you fully anyways. But, I mean, yeah, definitely a solid option. For sure. So we're going to do gain a certain amount of shields. Every shield blocks 1 regular attack. This is going to be variable 3, just so we can see it. To 2, 3, 5. 8. Gain blank additional shields. That might be better. So, here, let's take a look at it. Let's look. So now we have this. I saw a bird just dive in front of the window. Looked like it just fell. But it went by fast. Gain 2% additional. Oh, oops. No. Not percent. Not percent. Die or dive? You know what? It went by in such a blur, I couldn't tell you. I'm gonna assume dive. Gain 2 additional shields. Each shield blocks 1 regular enemy attack. Regenerate at the start of every level. Gain 2 additional shields. Each shield blocks 1 regular attack. Regenerate at the start of every level. I think that's more clear. You do get to reuse this. The only downside to this is I might increase the amount of shields. Because the first time you get this card, depending on when you do it, you could get it right before a boss. But afterwards, it's when you go to start the level. So you're never going to get it at the boss, which is fine. Oh, let's start with this and we can go from there. We start with this and go from there. It's a lot easier to figure out. All it's gonna do, all we need to do basically is give ourselves a gameplay tag when we have the thing added. And then every time we get hit, we check how many we have. And if it is 1, then we remove the last one and remove the gameplay tag. And then as long as we don't have the gameplay tag, we can take damage. Yeah. I think that works. Now, we will need to make this... Okay. What does it do against lasers or things that... or like dots? If a boss hits you and you only have 1 shield, you absolutely should take some damage, or else you just save a single shield for an attack you don't like. Well, you don't get to make the choice. If you manage to dodge every enemy and you save yourself a single shield, then that's, you managed to do it, right? I feel like you should be rewarded for your efforts of, you know, playing well. Maybe. Yeah, it doesn't trigger for dots and lasers, so somewhat balanced. I think so too. Because having it block something that's a damage over time would be very difficult. Yeah, okay, we can do that. We can work with that. Let's close some of the stuff we no longer need. Dummy clone, we don't need anymore. The assumption is the only way to get hit by a dot or laser implies that you've gotten a hit to the point where you failed the skill check. Yes. Correct. There's usually some kind of a quote-unquote skill check for those. Whether it's looking at the animation that's going to fire and moving out of the way, or literally just seeing it and moving out of the way, or yeah. Yep. There's usually some kind of thing you can use. Okay, so what we need to do is here. Let's go ahead, add a new thing. Wait a second, did I add spectral cloud here as a default? I didn't, did I? Wait, did I add the past several? Radial burst is there. I think bullseye is there. Nope, bullseye and onwards, I didn't add them. Okay, good job, me. It's not required to have them, but I would like to have them, so I can just grab the defaults and set the defaults down the line for whoever I need. So if I like have it on an enemy, for example, I can just set the values for whatever I need. Also, can I just point out something out? If I have... I didn't mean to delete all of them. If I have... how do you... collapse all... So if I have this collapsed, right? You can see it's all collapsed. And I click to add, it opens all of them up. Epic, can we have a little talk here? Why does it open all of these up if I click to add? They were nicely collapsed because there's a lot of them. I want to just add one at the bottom. You can expand that one. You can expand this one because I'm adding it. Makes sense. Okay, please not open the rest. Thank you. I'd appreciate it. He clearly wants you to modify all of them simultaneously. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Also, if it is a map, I would love it to not say element 0 and it would say instead the key. If this was the key here instead of element 0, it'd be so nice also. I know I'm asking for a lot, but can't blame a guy for asking. I mean, you can, but then that'd be rude. Not really rude, but just uncalled for, maybe. Yeah. So we're going to store this in variable 1. Oh, this will be additive. Bro's demanding too much from Epic as a mage. How dare he? It's either the Epic way or bust. Oh, shit. Shame. 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 I don't have that sound effect. I don't have that shame sound effect. Yep. Sorry. No, I don't have anything fit. I don't have anything that fits. Okay, so to check if we can take damage then, should be relatively simple. What we do to check for can take damage, we check if we are not these things, and we're also don't have divine protection. If we have divine protection, we cannot be hit. So hit me. Okay, this guy can miss, so let's pick someone else. Let's just pick anyone else. For the love of God. All right, let's get. Oh no, you're gonna run away. Gruntling. You're not gonna miss, right? Hit me, baby, one more time. There you go. So I took damage. Right, so that's working. And if I got myself any one of these, it doesn't matter which, I will stop taking damage. Not the Stormtrooper mob? There you go, still 90. He can no longer hit me. Baby, one more time, okay? No matter how much he tries, he will never hit me. He will never hurt me. I'm effectively immortal. But we don't want that. So instead, I'm going to remove divine protection from here. And then from here, I'm going to check if we have the divine protection here. Davey, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. You know, surprisingly, I know some songs. Despite not listening to songs, I know some songs. When I was in college, I listened to a lot of electronica. One of my favorite artists at the time was David Guetta. Who I later found out became really big. French, I think it's the first time I'm ever actually looking at him as a picture. French DJ and record producer, apparently. Apparently he's French. Apparently his first name is Pierre. Never would have guessed. You know, just a little more love. Great song. Like, I enjoyed all this. I can't play them or I'm gonna get copyright struck. But his one of the songs that I really liked, I can find it. I can send it to you guys though. Was called like Get Rich or Die Trying. Or just Get Rich. Oh, it's called Money. Sorry. It was called Money. From 16 years ago. Oh, that brings back memories. There you go. Listen to that. It's just under 3 minutes. David Guetta was really good back in the day. Tons of good remixes too. Yeah. I enjoyed the stuff. It's electronica. If you don't like electronica, you're probably not gonna like it. Electronica / house. Those are that's the kind of music I listened to at the time. Yeah, let's for here, then check hashtag. We're checking if we have if I actually here, we're not gonna do this here. We're going to do it here. You're a huge EDM fan, all types. Nice. Yeah, I enjoy that kind of music. If I like listen to music myself, it'll always be music with lyrics. Always. Music without lyrics, like if I'm just like actually listening to it, puts me to sleep. Like it's a great lullaby no matter what it is. If it has no lyrics, pretty much it puts me to sleep. I mean, obviously there's like some real intense stuff, but I don't typically listen to like hardcore metal type music. But usually if it has, even then, if it has no lyrics, it tends to be like, I tend to zone it out and eventually just puts me to sleep. I need lyrics. Okay, if we don't have divine protection, then we'll output of take damage. Otherwise, we will not. So if we do this, then we do a find divine protection, and then we need to also give the car power values of divine protection. Check if variable 1 is greater than 0. That means we have some charges. If it is, then I can do this, right? Decrement this. I might maybe. Let's find out. The print string here, and then I'll just do take damage now. And then here we're going to do you. And then check divine protection. Yeah, we're taking damage. Then we're taking damage. Okay. So, right now it should take damage. Good. And we got divine protection. It doesn't, and it says 1. And now then it should say 0. Still says 1. Okay, it does not. Nope, can't do it. Can't do it. This way, fine. Be a butt. See how it is. Set members. Variable 1. Oh, I guess I can still do subtract 1. And then this becomes you. And then we need to go here and then set or add It's still so weird to me that a map is add when you're setting, but I'm used to it. It's like the saturate node in materials. Why does the saturate node not control the saturation of a material, but instead just clamps from 0 to 1? Why saturate as 0 to 1 clamp? What is the logic there on the naming of saturate? I would love to have been at that meeting where they're like, what should we call this node? What does it do? It clamps from 0 to 1. Just a nice convenient clamp. Do we have a saturation node? Oh, no. Called that. But sir, it has nothing to do with it. It's fine. 1 week later. Sir, we need a saturation node, but we already have one and it doesn't do saturation. Can we name it? Can we change the name of that node? No. Call the saturation node that you want to add desaturation and just make everyone use a 1- node to use it as saturation. I imagine that's how those conversations went. You don't think it's for RGB? No, it's for anything. It just clamps zero. Whatever values you put into it, doesn't matter what it is, it clamps them 0 to 1. You can do it for colors, you can use it for a single channel, doesn't matter. It's just like a regular clamp node. It should have been called normalize, but then normalize is something else. Yeah. Because when you do materials, you usually want normalized values. Okay. I recently saw what I consider the most insane thing, which was someone used a color node and then normalize for to set the color of something. But that meant you can never do a gradient in terms of making the color darker because you're normalizing it. So you can never have a dark blue or a dark red or a dark green because it's normalized back to the brightest version it can be. I've never used normalize personally, but I saw that I was like, what? But why? I wanted this, but I want it darker. Why can I not make it darker? Normalizing the materials, also not to be confused with normal maps. Yeah. Thankfully, that's a little bit different. It's a close name, but different. Different enough. Okay, so this is going to do this. Then I need to check if this is equal to 0. Actually, I'm here. I'm just not checking if this is great. I'm gonna check if it's enabled. No, because the first time it does this, it won't be enabled. So I'll check this. If it is greater than, we'll make sure it's enabled here. And then if it is, this is equal to 0, or no, let's do less or equal to 0. By the way, the reason I do less or equal to now, more so, is because I watched Spiff and Brit, who breaks games a lot, or finds exploits, and a game recently had a exploit where if the amount of grenades they had was equal to 0, then you could not throw a grenade. But someone found a way of going into the negatives, and as soon as you had -1 grenade, you had infinite grenades. Because somehow they found a way of basically using 2 grenades effectively. So now I'm like, it's gonna do less or equal to. Hey, Dark Dragon, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. The saturate name went along the lines of one of its definition, to a very full extent, especially beyond the point regarded as necessary or desirable. Yeah, but nobody uses that definition. If you ask any layman what does saturate mean, or what does saturation mean, pretty much every one of them is going to give you the color version of the definition. It's called defensive programming. You assume you screw up, so you write code to shield you from mistakes. What would be the safest thing to be greater than 0 if it's an integer? It's a float. It's saved as a float, but I want to know if it's less than. If it's greater than what? If it's greater than 0, then I'm good. I specifically want to know if I've run out. So that's why less or equal to 0. You could do just greater than 0, but I just want to do this to be true to otherwise. Otherwise, if this was just greater, then I could do a false. Why not int? Because this is a struct that just has 2 floats. And if I want to, I can store I can store a int in it effectively, but it'll still just be a float for convenience. You can have a grenade, so why not int? Yeah, that's why. It's just because this is the structs are all using this setup. Because most of them need floats, but sometimes you need an int. And I don't really want to put an extra int just to have it for that one occasion. I'll just use it as a float. Best way to shield you from a mistake is to clamp number of grenades so it can never go outside range. I mean, true. That is probably the best way. I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. I'm back. My poor, I was about to say my poor sore. My poor throat is getting sore. Yeah, my poor sore is getting throat. That's exactly what I meant to say. By the way, I don't know if you guys ever buy batteries, right? I went shopping for batteries. These are AAA. For some reason, where I go to buy batteries, they have big packs, of 20 or something odd packs of AA batteries. But this is the biggest size they have for AAA. Why can you at max get 4 AAA batteries, but you can buy packs of 20 of AA? Why is this a thing? These are smaller. We should be able to get bigger packs of these. That's why I always run out. This is me every day. I question everything. I'm the worst. I know. Actually, I don't need to. I only need this, and this just needs to set enable to false, because we already set it to 0 here. These, and I'll do print string here as well. It's just that store. I mean, to be fair, I am looking for batteries in a grocery store. Okay? To be fair. It is not a hardware store. It's not a battery store. It is a grocery store. But I still have expectations. I know I shouldn't, but for some reason I do. Okay, let's see if this works. Hit me, I took damage. Wonderful. Then I get this. I should have 2 blocks. So I think he just missed, just in general. Oh, that's just a jump. That's not an attack. Okay. 1. I have 1 shield left. I think I have 0 shields left. Okay, he's just missing as well. I think. No, is he not doing damage to me? Okay, what's going on? Oh. That's why. Found it. Found it. I needed a return here that I missed. You need to remove the Stormtrooper perk. I really do. I really do. Okay. Excuse me? What? Okay. He finally hit me. 1. 0. I took damage. Okay, it works. I don't have the visual yet, but the functionality is there. You know, so that's good. We got it working. I can give it to myself again. So I can give myself 3 this time, for example. I kind of move out of that one. That one's on me. Yep, now I have 2. Nice. 1. And if I got 1 while I had some, I should now have 5 when he tries to hit me. Yep, there you go. It works. We now have a shield. We obviously need to add the display. I'll put one in the middle here, I'm gonna guess. In the middle with a health thing. Or in the middle of the health thing. I think it might not be a terrible idea. But functionality wise, it's working. I do need to figure out why they're missing though. Like, it's on my list of things I need to do for the bug fix phase. Right? We go still I mean, I say bug fix phase, but we did a lot of bug fixes with the power-ups. And now you broke it? No, 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 no. I didn't break it. It was already broken. There's a difference. Past me broke it. Current me is just dealing with it. Right? It's slightly, it's not a big difference, but it is a difference I would like to put. Look, I intentionally break things for the stream so that way I have things to do. Because that way I can clearly shill you guys of money for longer if I have to continue working on a game that is always broken and has things to fix. Clearly I'm good enough to just make this bug free, but you know, that wouldn't be nearly as interesting to watch. From character perspective, God mode is better. Yeah. It's in a constant state of broken. Yeah. Programming is a process of creating bugs. Good thing I'm not a programmer. I knew it. Pretending to not know what to do has been your master plan. I bet you also secretly code in JavaScript, no doubt. No, Minecraft is Java, not JavaScript, right? Yeah, Minecraft is Java. I've done a little bit of coding in Java. Way back in the day. When I say you do work in JavaScript / TypeScript, my goodness. It's all a scam, though. It's all a scam. It's all a scam. Or is it? Man, now the username makes sense? Wait. How does the username make sense now? That I'm using your guys' brilliance? No, no, that's not. No, that still doesn't make sense. You can't really be on to me if I just told you my secret. I mean, it's not much of a secret, I guess, if I told you, but... Oh, this whole thing needs to go away. This is not used anymore. Yeah, I can get rid of all this. Window, animations. I can get rid of you. Get rid of you. Pile. It's gonna throw me a bunch of errors. But, you know, it's fine. What? Why is this the way it is? I just have a target. Oh, I guess I was never actually setting it for in here. It's fine, it's fine. Everything is fine. Okay, where's the, this show cart preview could go away. Great. I love how when you delete something and immediately it's like, you're using this somewhere else. I haven't been. Add cart to library. Yeah, we don't need this. Great. Yay! I fix things. See? And I know how to fix things because I intentionally made the bugs, right? How else would I know how to fix things so quickly? It's because I intentionally put the bugs in there. And that's why I have a little thing that I look over right next to your guys' chat. It tells me where to go to fix my bugs that I created myself. It's great. And that's how things are. But don't tell anyone. It's a secret. Shh. I need the smaller. I need the smaller. Yeah, something like that. We can work with this. It's like Twitch YouTube drama, but for programmers. Clipping and sending to coding Jesus. No, not to coding Jesus. He's got Grok on secondhand monitor actually doing it for him. Oh, sorry. You're right. What am I thinking? Here, I'll put it as a main monitor. That's all I'm doing, right? I'm just vibe coding. Right? If we're gonna vibe code, we might as well vibe code. Look at those pretty stars, right? It's Grok is great. By the way, I tried ChatGPT for something recently just to see like how it was, and my god, ChatGPT is still so bad for Unreal. Grok's still doing great though. I think today was the first time it messed up trying to help me, actually, because it thought something existed and actually refused to realize that no, it doesn't. I think it was the first time ever. It can provide information, but will always get the engine version wrong, even when you specify it. I'm usually running on the latest or near latest, so I haven't had that problem. Like I don't need to specify like 5.2 or something, so I can't speak on that. Wish you could snip out the fluff for GPT? You can. Just tell it to give you more concise answers, not to give like, just tell it to give you more concise, like giving me the dry version, and it will. It usually does a pretty good job of that. You got wrong advice because it would often use older engine version. Oh, interesting. I haven't run into that very much. The main thing is about Grok is you can tell it that something is wrong and it will actually do a good job fixing it or correcting itself. That's the main thing. I don't mind that it makes mistakes. Of course it does. But if you tell it, oh, this node doesn't exist, or I can't find this node, or from what I could tell, like it doesn't exist, it will like, oh, look it up and like, you're right. And then give you like a thing. You hate having to add it in the prompt every time? Just use the same window. Is there doing less in blueprints and more in C++? I mean, I don't know C++, and I really do not like scripting, so you go. Enjoy. I'll continue the blueprints. Oh, GPT hallucinates a lot for Unreal loads. Yeah, a lot. You run LM Studio and local AI model and IntelliJ integrate with LM Studio. Nice. I don't know what any of those things are, but I'm sure it's great. I'm sure all those things you mentioned are great. No, not a clue about a single one of them. Anyway, it's Friday. I'm gonna go make a YouTube short for tomorrow, because now that's what I do, I guess. And I'm gonna not walk on my now refunded. Freaking hell, I need to buy a new one. I just remembered. I just remembered. The whole stream started with the fact that this thing's broken. At least it's refunded now. So yeah, I'll need to buy a new one. But yeah, I'm gonna make the maze tutorial for Sunday, so look out for that. I'll go over a bunch of partitioning stuff and level instances, all the good stuff. And then Monday we continue the game dev. Studio lets you download AI models to run it locally without paying for services, but you need a decent PC. Oh, interesting. Very cool. Well, hope you guys have a lovely weekend. Enjoy it. It might be the last one you'll ever have before Monday, because that's how weekends work. There's only one before Monday. It sucks, I know, but we'll have to go through it. Have a good night, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.